Dating and sex, but where you might be making these 6 pre-sex mistakes. Sex is generally a pretty fantastic way to begin, or perk up any day. Even bad sex can still have its enjoyable moments, and having good sex is one of the best things about being alive, as far as I'm concerned. 1. Not peeing before you get down to business. It will probably take less than 2 minutes to drain your bladder, and not only will it help ensure that you won't be uncomfortable while you mess around, peeing before sex could also keep you from developing a nasty UTI, urinary tract infection. So, no matter how unsexy you may think it is, and no matter how frustrated your partner may act, be sure to pee before sex. 2. Drinking too much. For many people, drinking a little before sex can often help them feel less inhibited and get into a sexy mood. However, drinking heavily pre-sex is not a good idea. Not only do you run the risk of getting sick while you're trying to bang, but drinking too much before sex will dull your sensations. This makes it more difficult for you to enjoy yourself. Conversely, studies have shown that smoking weed pre-sex can make partners feel more connected, and it can make it easier for women to achieve orgasm. So, if you have the option, you might want to try lighting up before sex instead of getting super drunk. Or, just get it on sober if you want to. Whatever works. Three. Skimping on lube, or using lube that irritates your vaginal area. While using lube is wonderful, make sure to play it safe with lube selection when you're using it for the first time. Keep it simple and avoid lubricants with scents, dyes, and menthol at first. If you get bored with it and really want to try something new like a warming jelly, I'm not saying you shouldn't go for it, but maybe start with just a small drop of the stuff. After all, the last thing you want is for your sex session to come to a grinding halt because it feels like your vagina is on fire. 4. Eating a heavy meal. Normally, I would never tell anyone how or when to feed themselves. However, I will tell you what you may already know: eating a big meal before sex will almost always kill your vibe and make you sleepy. The more we eat, the more insulin our bodies release. With the release of this insulin comes increased levels of serotonin and melatonin in the brain, and all of these chemicals lead to sleepiness. If you know you're going to be having sex within the next hour or two, you should probably avoid any all-you-can-eat buffets. Five. Not packing protection. I get that condoms suck sometimes. They smell weird, they can rub you raw, and even nice dudes frequently complain about having to wear them. That said, we all know they're essential unless you're having sex with someone you know to be STD free, and using an alternative form of birth control if you're having heterosexual sex. So, be prepared at all times. Six. Focusing too much on how you look. I think most of us are guilty of sizing ourselves up pre-sex, and it's not always a bad thing. The thing is, you're gorgeous, and your partner probably couldn't care less about your flaws. I know this is easier said than done, because I've been guilty of it on numerous occasions, but don't focus on what you look like when you're about to have sex. Your partner wants to have sex with you, so they must like how you look, and you should, too.